Hello there, this is DVT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, today we're gonna be, reacting to the newest videos that Asphalt has released in their official YouTube channel related to Asphalt Legends Unite. Now, a couple days ago, I already made a video talking about all the news that came out precisely when the content creators for the game started publishing information as to what was the deal with Asphalt Legends Unite. If you haven't watched that video, check it out, link should be appearing in the top right. But today, we're gonna check what GameLove had to say themselves, or at least to show. But before we jump into it, if you enjoy my content, hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel, because remember, I post literally daily, so there's always something to watch. But alright, let's jump in. And first, we're gonna start with the Asphalt Legends Unite teaser trailer. This was released, I think, the very next day after I made the video and when the information came out. Now, we're gonna be listening to it without the original music of the video itself because, you know, copyright issues and whatnot, so I don't want to risk it. So instead, we're gonna listen to... What are we listening to? Some NCS music, of course. But alright, let's have a look at this thing. Alright, Asphalt 9 Legends is the goodbye, and then we got a Kunta Shell PI looking beautiful from now. Hey man, look at that beautiful Kunta Shell PI. Though there's a bit of a problem with this Kuntash model, but I'll tell you in a second. There's the change to Asphalt Play Together Legends Unite. There you go. And there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing a bunch of pauses over here to try to have a look at what they're showing on the screen. Like, for example, over here they're showing what basically is the main screen once you open the game. It looks sort of familiar, but at the same time it obviously looks very different. We have over here the profile, inbox, garage, daily goals. You know, the stuff that normally would have been shown up here, now it's over here, so that's kind of cool. We have over here the shop. I think this is, I don't know if this is your player. No, this is the garage level. So what is this, 15? People you know? Players? I don't know. Maybe friends? Who knows? Then we have over here Home, Unite Pass, meaning the Legend Pass, but I guess that's changing now. Daily events, special events, multiplayer, and career. So yeah, this looks definitely familiar. That's fine. And over here we got the new chat with the club. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. There we go. And actually there is there is, but it's already gone. This code over here. Chat is moving so fast, no one will see the code. Free stuff that you can redeem for free stuff right now. I think it was something like 200 tokens or something like that. Apparently it was good, but by the time I learned about this, it had been already several hours since the video released, and all of the codes were already claimed, so I couldn't get it myself, but oh well, such is life. So yeah, we got the chat. Nothing, I mean, it looks different, obviously, but yeah. What is this? More missions coming soon. Wait to unlock with the next episode. Okay. Here, oh, come on. Can you... They definitely show you stuff very, very quickly. So I guess this is the main screen where you're looking at a car. Instead of the white background, now we have this very... I gotta say it, and this is not I'm criticizing this is a bad thing, but this style of purple with black and all of that reminds me a lot of Need for Speed. This whole thing gives me Need for Speed vibes, and that is not a bad thing, because I love Need for Speed, so there's that. But yeah, over here we got information in relation to the car that we're looking at. This doesn't look... Unless there was a massive rebalance, I think this is just random numbers. Because apparently this is a car at 6 stars, or maybe it's... Wait a second, what? Alright, yeah, this is a composite. This is obviously a composite. Because look at this, it's showing the... What is this? The Mercedes-Benz Black Series thing, the one in Class C. But it's a 6 stars, which is not. But apparently it still needs some more blueprints and a rank of 1200 out of 16. Alright, yeah, this is completely made up. This is not to be taken seriously. And refill some 15 minutes. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Well, let's hope that they do change it. But... Oh... It has the icon over here for the Legend Pass. Okay, whatever. So upgrades, the colors, the customization, the refill of fuel. Yeah, so this looks familiar. It's the same that we have seen, just in a different presentation. Like they said, a new coat of paint. Okay, we have the screen for once you win a race. We got position, reward, your credits, the credits you're gonna get in total, your... Yeah, this is what we know. But obviously with a fancy animation, I don't know if you noticed it, but... How the element pops in the screen, yeah, that definitely looks different. Alright, some general stuff. I'm telling you, this whole thing, this whole aesthetic makes me think a lot of Need for Speed. The newest ones at that. Alright, this is what I wanted to talk about. What's the deal with this Countach? Why does it not have its It's not technically a wing, it's more like a spoiler. But yeah, it's missing. It's completely gone. It would cover this whole section. I don't know why they decided to add a Countach without a part of it. In fact, over here even looks like it's missing a texture. I don't know if this is on purpose or not. But yeah, oh well. But still a beautiful car. Well, yeah, what is the deal with that Countach missing some parts? Oh man, they didn't even show it to you very well. Alright, so some animations, fancy animations of looking at the car from different angles. It's alright. I'm telling you, this whole thing, I hate to repeat this so much, but it gives such Need for Speed vibes that I'm conflicted in a good way, you know? But yeah, look at this. It's total Need for Speed, maybe Unbound even. But anyway, yeah, no, look at that. Alright, you know what? It looks good. It looks good. They definitely showed a little bit of stuff, not too much. Not too much. They just announced officially that it comes out in July, so that is cool. So that was the first video they released, but then after this one they released another one, and we're gonna have a look at that one too. So this is the Road to Unite Episode 1 Asphalt Legends Unite detail. Now, this one, unfortunately, I'm also gonna have to listen to without sound, which is kinda sad because there's voiceover on this video for the entirety of the video, talking about stuff and whatnot, but unfortunately, again, because of music concerns, I'd rather not risk it. And besides, at the end of the day, the information that he provides, the voiceover, it's kind of the information that we already had. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but you know, it's not that, like, we need to go over it again. So this video is first comprised of a lot of the stuff that we already saw on the teaser trailer. So that is alright. So over here the gentleman is talking about, well, Asphalt Legends Unite, and this is our new installment and whatnot. So yeah, so you can see all of this is just basically what we've seen, except over here they start showing more clips of the actual game. And I am a little bit in the fence over here to say that all of this is the new build of the game, because I see some stuff, well, I don't know, maybe it is, I don't know. Some stuff doesn't look extremely new to me, or especially fancy, but oh well. But alright, so here we got just some cars going. Maybe this is a trailer from I have no idea, whatever, it's fine. This looks super dope. Isn't this the trailer of the previous, hold on. Okay, I just double check and yeah, confirm. This isn't the regular build of the game. This is not Unite. This is actually part of the trailer for the 5th anniversary. I mean, it said it right up there, but I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. But yeah, so this just shows, you know, the game. Nothing, yeah, there it is. Look at that. But yeah, we start cutting back into stuff about the Unite version of the game, whatnot, all of this stuff. So yeah, this is a lot of what we saw already on the teaser trailer, so that is alright. Because again, it's mostly the guy talking over it. This is just B-roll on the back to have something. But yeah, so this is the main thing. We talked about it, the crossplay across platforms, the co-op game mode, improved game engine. Really excited about specifically the sounds, but okay. New user interface, new garage, new track in Singapore. So that is cool. But further ahead is where a little bit more can be seen of the, oh, there it is, of the game itself and what it looks like now. So when I was talking about the improvements to the game engine, I did mention that when they say dynamic lights, what that makes me think is more about dynamic shadows. That is to say that the objects cast shadows, and not static shadows, just like a blur behind, below the car. No, instead a shadow that actually, and you can see it right here. As the cars move, the sun is somewhere over here, so it casts the shadow in this direction, but as you move, you will see that the shadow changes position based on your relative position to the sun. Do I make sense? I don't know. You can also see some reflection of the nitro on the floor. You can see some nitro reflections on the car. It's kinda, I gotta say, it does look pretty dope. I wish they had recorded this on more than 30 frames per second, because it does look a little choppy, but still. Oh, yeah, actually, you could see it right here. No, I need to go a little bit further back. Like the fact this building is casting this shadow right here, and even this shadow matches the shape of the actual ramp structure. So yeah, definitely the shadows are now dynamic, and yeah, you can see the reflection of the shockwave on the car as well. So yeah, definitely a lot to do with the lighting. That definitely makes it look very, very fancy. You can see how the shadow is changing position. You notice, right? Just check out the position of this shadow and see how it changes. Yeah, based on your relative position to the sun. So yeah, a lot of this seems to be related precisely to this, to the fanciness of the reflections of the light effects and whatnot, which again is not a bad thing. It's not that it bothers me or anything. But honestly, I'm much more excited about the sound. But what can I say? Definitely, this is gonna make the game look much fancier And especially for the introduction of this game on the PlayStation consoles and whatnot, this is definitely going to be something that people are going to appreciate. Now over here's where you can clearly see the reflection of the nitro on the floor. You can see how it illuminates around here a little bit. That's kind of neat. Even the brake, you see how now you see all the red light over here. So yeah, obviously, again, oh, you can actually see even the reflection right here. You see that? Yeah. So it absolutely looks fancier, that is for sure. Now, as I said in the previous video, my concern is about the performance of the game. I hope that they add a bunch of options so that you can disable all these fancy effects in case your device is not good enough. And especially for the Nintendo Switch, which is a very weak console compared to a PlayStation or an Xbox. I do hope that they allow to disable all of this fanciness and go into a more basic form of the game so that the performance is good, so that people can decide if they want the game to look fancy or if they want it to run, I don't know, at 60 FPS. So that is definitely. And over here they're announcing the mode where it's syndicate players against cop. Well, there's not a lot of, a lot showing over here. It's just they talking about what the mode is going to be. But yeah, over here we have a little bit of a look at the garage. This is when you unlock a car. You know how we used to have this animation that looked kind of fancy, but super weird in the colors, and you cannot really see the car in its proper colors as the animation is playing. Well, now we have a more even lighting. It seems like white light, so that looks kind of fine. Now I wish that would show the animations, but okay. Over here we come back to the main screen, the home screen. What we already had seen, right? The shop. Actually, this is a different screen, isn't it? Because now it even shows the button. So I guess this was with the controller. The 15 whatever, profile inbox, garage, daily goals, and all of this stuff that we had already seen. But over here we get a little bit of a look at the other tabs. We have the daily events. Now over here, obviously, this is just like the splash screen for the daily event, so it doesn't show any specific events. But what I found funny is that some of these images are mirrored. Actually, aren't all of them mirrored? Yeah, this is mirrored. Yeah, this whole thing is mirrored. I don't know why they decided to mirror it, but okay. Then we got over here for special events. Now, people are getting excited about this, and I understand, and I am honestly excited about it too, but I don't, like I said, a lot of this stuff, it's composites, right? This is like a, let's call it a proof of concept as opposed to an actual image of what it is. And I mentioned that because over here we have a Starway for the Gen T Acculone. Oh man, that's cool for a lot of people that don't have this car maxed out or whatever. So that is good. We have a special event for the Planning Dracuma. I don't think anybody is particularly hyped about it. But for example, a showroom for the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series. So this whole thing looks definitely like, oh, this is amazing. But who knows? Maybe none of this will actually happen. Maybe we may never get the Gen T on a Starway. We may never get the AMG GT Black Series on the showroom. So again, don't get too excited about this. Let's hope for the best. But again, much like I show you with the Countach screen, it's just all made up. It's copy-paste stuff put here, there, so it looks fancy. Not that it's necessarily real. The layout, I imagine, is real. Just over here we got multiplayer. Excuse me. So we got the classic multiplayer MP1. We got MP2. We got a split screen for playing with a friend or whatever, and excuse me, and we have a private room, which is absolutely fantastic, so that you can do matches. And this actually would allow even some fancy stuff like organizing events, tournaments and whatnot. That would be absolutely insane. So I'm really glad that they're adding this option. Now my concern over here is also I don't see an option for, oh no, wait, it wouldn't be here in multiplayer, it would be in single player. Never mind. I was gonna complain about, hey, are we still gonna have the mode for on Nintendo Switch where we can play this other career, but now that's a completely different thing, so never mind. But yeah, so over here we got space for basically 4 multiplayer modes. That's cool. Maybe even more, who knows. Over here we got career stuff, and well, not much to see over here. This is also mirrored, isn't it? Yeah, this is mirrored. Interesting. Yeah, this is also mirrored. Well, it's mirrored compared to the other image that we saw earlier of this guy. Oh well, as I said, all of this stuff is just proof of concept. It's not to be taken too seriously. But yeah, it gives us a little bit of a glimpse as to what the game is going to be looking like. And honestly, I think it looks pretty dope. I think the game... Oh, over here. Let me just finish the idea. I think the game has looked the same for a long time, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of cool that they're looking to redesign it and honestly, hopefully make it more navigable. Is that a word? With controllers, because I'm telling you, I learned by playing it on the Nintendo Switch that, you know, moving between stuff in the Nintendo Switch is a pain in the rear bumper. So yeah. Over here we got another preview of the game itself. And look at that. Here we go with the dynamic lights. You can see how they are casting this light on the floor. It illuminates the floor. And it also shows you how right now the lights are off. You go into a tunnel, the lights turn on. So is that important to the gameplay? No, but it looks cool. So that's kind of nice. Then we got a little bit of a view of Osaka. Same situation, right? With the position of the sun and the shadows casted on the floor. Casted? Whatever. You can see again the shadow on the floor of the shadow of the car on the floor moving as your position changes with the sun. So yeah, again, they're just showing a little bit. Obviously, this is just the very first episode that they do on this, and it shows that a bunch of work is already there. But yeah, we need to wait a little bit longer in hopes that they show more of this stuff. But yeah, definitely, I'm hyped to see how they are going to morph the game into their quote-unquote next stage or whatever you want to call it. So definitely interested on that whole thing, but in the meantime, since we have a little bit of time left, I really want to drive the Formula E Gen 2 Asphalt Edition, and that is because we finally got the TLE for it. It's actually like an Unleashed type of situation. Now, I did the math, and I don't think you can unlock the car by just finishing the event, because you don't get enough blueprints. You need 35 blueprints to unlock it, but over here you get 8, because it's 2 times 4, 8, you got 12. Then you get over here another, let's see, we had 12, this makes it 20, 30 blueprints. Yeah, and you can get here an epic. And then this one over here, it's the competition. I mean, you can also, if you get into top 50%, you get the extra 5 blueprints that you need. But if you happen to land on top 75%, top 100%, or if you land in top 30, 10%, or top 1, position 1, you get import parts instead of the blueprints. So it's a very specific range of players that are going to be able to get the car just from the event alone. Now, there's already some packs for you to purchase if you want to get the car guaranteed. No, I think there's ones for tokens. Yeah, there we go. So there's also some packs for tokens if you want to guarantee that you get the car. For 750 tokens, you can get 3 blueprints. So you buy 2 of this, you get 6 blueprints, and with all the other blueprints that you can guarantee, you're guaranteed to get in the first 2 stages, you can absolutely get the car. But yeah, I'm really curious to try it out. I don't care right now too much about the objectives. I just want to drive it because, man, I am excited. Let's see. All right, first I'm driving the Formula E Gen 2. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's see what it drives like. Oh, and you can change the color. That's lovely. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody will be surprised that this sounds like this sounds, right? Hey, I'm not complaining. It's an electric. That's kind of expected. Like I said, I really hope that the improvements on sounds, the engine sounds in this game, well, rather in Asphalt Legends Unite, is going to be significant enough where, you know, I've criticized this a lot, and this comes from a place of love because, you know, I've been outspoken about things that I don't like about this game, but also things I do like, and I love the gameplay of this game. I find it so much fun, but in particular, the engine sounds such a thing that puts me off so much. When you have a game that looks pretty dope, it already looks dope, but again, now with the next gen stuff that they're going to be adding in Asphalt Legends Unite, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. But yeah, with this bad engine sounds, well, again, this is electric, so it's a separate thing, right? But you know how the engine sounds on this game have always been, very undermined, where they put them so far back into the mix that you can barely ever hear them. And then if you turn them up like I do, then you notice that the sounds are pretty bad, honestly. So I really hope that with all of this fancy new stuff that we're going to be looking at in terms of the graphics, we're also going to be getting fancy new engine sounds and a better mix of the sound where you can hear the engines much more. So yeah, here's hoping that some good stuff is happening, and remember to do your races on this thing because this car is practically free, so go for it. Even if you only get it at 1 star, still enjoy it because why not? Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Again, if you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.